Morning, guys. It is Tuesday, the 26th. Man, it's amazing how fast this month has just blasted by. I mean, I look down, I'm thinking it's still like in the teens, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did not realize until just now that we are this close to the end of the month. So, where are we though? This is economic week. I mean, this is massive economic calendar. Let me see here, one, two, three, four, five, six different things happening today. Case-Shiller home price indices coming out. We've got the FA home price index being released, consumer confidence release, Richmond Fed manufacturing index, and the 5-year Treasury auction. So, this is all happening this morning. In fact, some of it's already happened. Tomorrow we got 6 things happening. Thursday, 8 things happening, and Friday there's like 12 different things going on that's being released on Friday. So this is a crazy week to see, and it happens. I mean, these weeks. This is not like it's a once in a lifetime week, right? This is just what happens constantly. Once a month, you're going to see this kind of thing come out. But we just keep cruising along with our lives, knowing that this kind of stuff is in the background. Really, what it is it's data compiled to explain what's going on in the market. Much of that, and a lot of it has to be revised. So not always is it accurate. So you see knee-jerk reactions in the market when these things come out. Then it makes adjustments to the interest rates over the coming days. Sometimes it's adjust negative because what they put out was a lot more negative. Therefore, it right now it's really just causes emotion in the trading world. That emotion translates to end result, which translates into interest rate, which right now is being softened by the Fed. So in reality, watching this isn't what it was used to be when we were watching these reports come out. These reports were what we lived and died by in the past. Now it's kind of just another thing that had happened. Sometimes it does have some effect, but not to the extent that it used to. So let me share with you where we look at in the market today. Still back in that channel. Seem to be an upward channel that we've been in since the 13th, and we stayed pretty much sideways. We are right now getting squeezed between the 10-day and the 200-day moving average. We'll see how things balance out. As far as the day is concerned, we did kind of dip below the 10-day, but getting squeezed back in this. So usually what happens there, when they get squeezed to that FX, they can get pushed above or pushed below. But if it does get pushed above, we've tested this ceiling a few times, bounced off of it, test this floor a few times, bounced off of that. So I'm thinking we're just going to be squeezed out into the channel, just basically like a little tunnel in a pinball machine, bouncing around within that particular spot. So I personally don't see us moving much away from that particular channel. Rates staying about where they're at, about where we've been quoting for a while. We've seen things improve a little bit over where we were in the past, just because, as you see, that trend line continue to improve from day to day on the trades. Therefore, interest rates improve just a little bit. Now, the rate themselves don't improve. It's the price per rate. So you might see 1/8 of a point fluctuation in there as far as the rate is concerned, but not a significant amount. Not enough for us to get really excited and try and lock in time and all that kind of stuff. Timing the market is not going to be a possible thing. I've talked about in the past. It's basically, trying to be the person jumping into the highlight reel at the game and sitting on the sideline, preserving energy till the perfect time to jump in the game. It doesn't work that way. If you want to be able to just be in the game, you're not always going to be on the highlight reel, but you have a better shot at being on it if you're on the field playing. The other thing of it is too often, people love to be that one that hits the home run every time or gets the Super Bowl winning touchdown every single time. It doesn't happen that way. Everything you read on the internet, people talking about how they kick ass and the chest pounders, they're pounding their chest about the 1 or 2 big hit wins that they had. They're not talking about all the big fails that they had. My opinion, Aaron Chapman's opinion, is go for the ones that are the sure base hits, if you will. If a person can constantly bunt themselves onto base and never go and run to the next one until they know for a fact they can get onto that next base and constantly keep rounding bases constantly throughout their career, you're going to have an amazing scoring career. Let's take football, for instance. I'm talking sports. I don't follow the shit, but ultimately, let's talk about who does score on the field. A person who has an opportunity to score quite often, but scores the least amount per activity is a kicker, right? So the kicker, when they do it, they're going to get a couple points out of shot. That's it. They're not getting a ton of points every time they go out there. But if they're consistent with their job and they stay at their job, consistently working it, honing it, you got a guy like Adam Vinatieri. The guy's got when he retired, the highest score in the history of the NFL. I mean, and he was a kicker, for shit's sake. So he talked about that in the episode with me on the Quit Jerking Off Initiative, which is youtube.com/quit jerking off. Don't search Quit Jerking Off. Type it in, youtube.com/quit jerking off. Episode number 10. I talked about on here before. Think about that. Over his career, little movements, little scores, little points being put on the board in small increments. And look what he achieved as a result of it. Same thing can happen with your real estate. Your real estate can happen one acquisition at a time. It may only be a $200 a month cash flow, but you get to raise rents, and you get to and all the different things that happen. And you get to write off the interest on your taxes, and you continue to cash flow. It over time becomes massive. You do one at a time. You don't need to be the guy who makes $1 million every transaction. It doesn't happen that way. 20, 30 years down the road, see what happens with your real estate investment career if you stay consistent, just like what Adam did with his career. I think it was a 24-year career. Consistently becomes what he became because he was consistent for the entire 24 years. Do the same with your real estate and see what happens in 24 years. We may not be talking. I might not be doing this, but if we do, I'd love to hear about it 24 years from now. Thanks for watching, guys. Continue to support us on Operation Underground Railroad, and we'll be back around on Friday.